you. my love unto the one God of love.
Father's dwelling place is the fountain of Good morning, everyone. 안녕하세요. Sawadee I am Rowella Chavez Galit, and I will be your MC for this fellowship. Thank you for being with us today. I want to take a moment to extend a very warm welcome to everyone who's joining our online Sunday fellowship. To formally begin our fellowship, may I invite everyone to please close your eyes and feel the presence of our Heavenly Parent and True Parents through the meditation. I have already spoken to you with an anxious heart to say that at least 1/3 of the 7.8 billion people of the world must learn that Heavenly Parent is their parent and attend Him as Chonelguk citizens, while true parents are still on earth. It is the duty of those who have received the blessing to live each and every day of their lives, striving to bring joy and solace to Heavenly Parent. This thought should be engraved onto your very bones. It should not stop at your receiving the blessing, should it? We need to transform Korea into a nation blessed by heaven and its people into citizens of Chonelguk that can embrace all people of the world. For this moment, I would like to request everyone to please all rise for the singing of Chonelguk anthem. Remain standing, everyone, for the Kyongbe and for the recitation of the family pledge and its meaning. May I invite our beloved national leader, Reverend Leo Aguilotti Hano.
To begin our Sunday family service, let us first offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천진 참부모님께 경배, Laro, let us recite the family pledge number 1. Our family, the honor of Channel Group, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of Heavenly Parent on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation by centering on true love. Meaning of family pledge number 1. True love is connected to Heavenly Parent eternally. Because Heavenly Parent is an eternal being, when we connect to the love of Heavenly Parent, we can automatically become eternal being. Channel Group is the nation in which two people become one. You should be able to fulfill this way of true children of filial piety in front of Heavenly Parent, patriots in the nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and earth with an attitude of one heart, one body, one mindset, and one harmony based on mind and body unity. All of you can determine with pure mind of filial piety. We will live attending true parents eternally. Otherwise, you cannot become citizen of Channel Group. It does not matter that there are certain difficulty or happy circumstances in this world. You must go beyond them. You can be the person who is to inherit Channel Group only when you determine to become Heavenly Parents' representative in the position of a pioneering prince. Your clans must attend Heavenly Parent as Heavenly Tribal Messiah. So the family is the starting base that can attend and live together with Heavenly Parent. You have to know that the family is the beginning of Kingdom of Heavenly Parent on earth and in heaven. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you so much, sir. For the opening prayer, may I request Miss Abigail Estayani.
Good morning to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Good morning to our national leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. Please join me in my prayer. Our most loving Heavenly Parent and our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. Good morning. Father in heaven, we want to say, how are you? I hope you're doing well as our beloved true parents. Heavenly Parent, we wanted to express our deepest gratitude to you for this opportunity and chance that you've given us to attend our Sunday service, Heavenly Parent. Thank you, Heavenly Parent, for gathering us. We are attending you, Heavenly Parent, even though virtual, Heavenly Parent. We are attending our Sunday service as one family under you, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, we are so sorry for our lapses and limitations every day. We committed mistakes still, Heavenly Parent. Even though we receive already the principle, Heavenly Parent, but we have to admit within ourselves. But we are still in the process, Heavenly Parent, especially on how to really understand your heart and the heart of our beloved true parents. Heavenly Parent, we wanted to ask our ancestors in the spirit world to be with us. And Heavenly Parent, we wanted to ask your forgiveness, Heavenly Parent, to those lapses that we have committed, Heavenly Parent. We are truly thankful and grateful to our beloved true parents, especially to our beloved true mother, that really working so hard, Heavenly Parent, to really made us understand how important our portion of responsibility is through, of course, to our beloved leaders, all the continental leaders, regional leaders, national leaders, Heavenly Parent, especially us, Heavenly Parent, as a youth. We're really very thankful and grateful that there is an elders who are guiding us, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, we are praying for the good health and protection of our beloved true mother, and also, Heavenly Parent, for our nation, Philippines, Heavenly Parent. We are truly thankful and grateful, Heavenly Parent, to our president in this country, Heavenly Parent, but also striving so hard, Heavenly Parent, to really guide our country, Heavenly Parent, despite of his lapses and limitations as well, Heavenly Parent. We are praying for the unity of all the people, Heavenly Parent, in this nation, all the people all over the world, Heavenly Parent, for the betterment of this world, and especially this Philippine Heavenly Parent. Please heal all the people from the illnesses, Heavenly Parent, especially this COVID pandemic, Heavenly Parent. We are truly thankful and grateful because despite of this kind of pandemic, Heavenly Parent, we're still here. You give us a chance to always gather as one family, to really reunite, Heavenly Parent, even though virtually, Heavenly Parent, we are gathered, to really understand your heart and our true parents' heart, Heavenly Parent. We thank you, Heavenly Parent, and we prayed for all the blessed Central family, all the blessed Central children, blessed Central couple, Heavenly Parent. You're already the bridge and hope, Heavenly Parent. And us, as a first generation, Heavenly Parent, we will do our best, Heavenly Parent, to really lay good foundation and to be not just called, but to become a chosen one, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, we are very thankful and grateful for all the blessings that you've showered upon us, Heavenly Parent, especially the life that you are giving to us, Heavenly Parent, day by day. Because through this life, Heavenly Parent, we're able to do our responsibility and fulfill it, centering on you, centering on our true parents. Heavenly Parents, please be with us from the beginning till the end, Heavenly Parent. We know that we are very limited, Heavenly Parent, but with you, with our central figures, with our national leader as well, we're able to do the impossible things, Heavenly Parent. The impossible become possible, Heavenly Parent. We pray also, Heavenly Parent, for all those people really suffering in the starvation right now, Heavenly Parent. Hope and pray that we really move forward day by day, Heavenly Parent, in order to really fulfill your will, Heavenly Parent, and our true parents. Once again, please be with us from the beginning till the end. I would like to offer this prayer in behalf of my leaders, elders, brothers and sisters, in the name of our victorious true parents. Amen. Aju. Aju. Aju.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Abigail. And for the scriptural reading, may I request Miss Yasel Kabile.
Reading from True Mother's message at the concluding victory celebration of the 40-day Chandu Festival, 2020, October 11. I have mentioned on this on many occasions, but the lives we are living here on earth and in our environment will become the environment we live in heaven, the eternal world. Hence, we must achieve an environment in which people can live in unlimited freedom on earth. That is why even our Creator looks at life on earth as important. Accordingly, He gave Adam and Eve, our first ancestors, a growth period and hoped that they would grow to be perfect through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. The most essentials are absolute love and absolute purity. Only when we live a pure life without any blemish or stain can we live in complete freedom in the eternal world. And this can only be accomplished on earth. After True Father had ascended, who proclaimed Foundation Day, True Mother, God's only begotten daughter, proclaimed the founding year of Chunilguk. The gates to Chunilguk, under heaven's governance, have been opened. In that case, there need also to be people who are qualified as the citizens of Chunilguk. This qualification is not obtained by simply by receiving the blessing. There is a period of growth. That is a duty and responsibility. Therefore, the status of a family will be determined by how much responsibility that family takes on and how the family does in fulfilling it. Hence, all blessed couples around the world, of course, need to fulfill their responsibility as tribal messiahs and become couples that are inducted as Chanda. And they should not stop there, but continue to advance for generations to come. As Chanda couples, how much have you expanded your domain here on earth during this time that True Mother, God's only begotten daughter, has been with you? This will become your assets in the eternal world. Aju.
Aju. Thank you so much, Ms. Diato, for the reading. For us to be updated about the weekly news report, may I request everyone to please open your heart and mind to watch the FJ Global News.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's HT Global News. At Peace TV, we are celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Cheonjeonggung Palace entrance ceremony and coronation of true parents as the King and Queen of Peace in heaven and on earth. Looking back at the meaning of the Cheonjeonggung Palace entrance ceremony, we prepared a special video to share the vision of Cheonjeonggung Palace, recalling the emotion of the coronation ceremony and the palace entrance ceremony on June 13, 2006. Which proclaim true parents as the King and Queen of Peace in heaven and on earth. I hope that all of you will receive much grace from watching the dedication of the Cheonjeonggung Palace entrance ceremony and the Cheonil Temple for the establishment of a heavenly unified world. It was the hope for which we had been waiting for 6,000 years, a world in which the heavens were breathing, praying, yearning to restore all things. The heavenly united world of Hyeojong, which brings together the God of night and God of day, has now begun. The site of Ilsongjeong at the foot of Mount Cheonseo. Until Cheonjeonggung was built and Hyeojong Cheonwon established itself as heaven on earth, the new Eden. Since 1971, every time there was a crisis in nations and the world, you embraced mankind, prayed and comforted heaven with an eternal, original heart. A new millennium. The Cheonjeonggung Palace entrance ceremony and coronation of true parents as the King and Queen of Peace in heaven and on earth. The enthronement ceremony of God's kingship wiped away heaven's tears and sorrows. This was a historic moment in which Heavenly Parent and the true parents became one and took the first step towards the kingdom and the creation of an ideal world of peace.
천지인 천주부와 합독 일체가 되시어 대관식을 행사할 수 있는 준비 완료를 갖추어서 하나를 영원히 지상회에 천정궁정에 시봉하려는 연사를 허락하시사이 당신의 승리의 패권적 사랑의 왕후에 영원 불면 영화와 영광의 천국으로 지상 해방 속방의식으로 진전 향승하게 하옵소서.
True parents thus entered the palace as emperors of truth, holiness and virtue of Cheonilguk, honored and congratulated by heads of states and former heads of states from all over the world, and blessed families of all races. Every step true parents took in the direction of the palace was filled with jubilation and joy, and relieved God's ancient, bitter sorrow.
천일국 국민을 입적할 복되고 귀한 국민 여러분들이여, 천지 개벽의 후천세는 분명히 하나님과 천지인 참부모님께서 계묘태분하여 주셨습니다. 그러나 이 복되고 영광된 시대를 꽃피우고 열매 맺게 하는 일은 이제 여러분의 손에 달려 있습니다.
7 years later, with Father in heaven, Mother, after proclaiming the foundation day of Cheonilguk, in order to fulfill the firm promise made to God and overcome the pains of labor as she traveled the world to give rebirth to humanity. Mother opened the gates to the heavenly world, unheard in history, and proclaimed the establishment of Cheonilguk. True parents completed the 6,000-year providence of restoration through indemnity, through the 60-year journey they took after their holy marriage feast of the Lamb in 1960. Their immense joy and efforts were reflected in the tears of joy True Mother shed at the Cheonwon-gung entrance ceremony, saying that it represents the fulfillment of the history of the divine providence.
감사하신 하늘 부모님, 고마우신 하늘 부모님, 너무도 오래 기다리셨습니다. 성원 60일 맞게 되는 오늘, 비로소 하늘 부모님을 모실 수 있는 성전을 지상에 봉헌할 수 있는 오늘 상냥식을 거행하게 되옵니다. 2023년 봉헌할 때까지 오늘부터 하늘 부모님께서 모든 것을 주장하시는 가운데 역사하며 보호하여 주시기를 간절히 바라며 참 부모의 이름으로 아뢰었사옵나이다. 아주.
Together with the Cheonjeonggung, the holy place of the New Eden, the Cheonwongung, which will include the Cheonil Temple, the main temple for Heavenly Parent, will serve as the administrative headquarters of Cheonilguk and the providence for the eternal establishment of Cheonilguk. A new millennium will come in which all races will praise and attend the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind as the kings of kings. Our determination and total dedication to the fulfillment of the history of the divine providence will speak volumes about the hopeful future of the peaceful and heavenly unified cosmic nation. In the Republic of Congo, the 100-day campaign for the realization of 43 families is being actively carried out, focusing on Chombo families. A family peace festival was held and 115 families participated in the blessing ceremony. The president of the Family Federation in Congo-Brazzaville gave lectures on the value of the blessing. This was a great inspiration to the chiefs and the villagers. Most of these blessed families are now preparing for the 3-day ceremony after the 40-day separation period. In South Africa, after the Chombo induction ceremony, the Heavenly Tribal Messiah activities are in full swing. True Mother had prayed and shed tears for the hundreds of youths who died in the 1970s fighting for their freedom. On the occasion of Mandela Day, the Family Federation members made a donation to at least 60 blessed families in the Soweto who are experiencing difficulties. These families express their gratitude to True Mother, who showed true love for the blessed families and mankind. The Peace Road 2021 in Japan, which runs across Japan by bicycle, has started nationwide with a wish for friendship between Korea and Japan, the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula and the world of peace. On behalf of the organization, Masayoshi Kazikuri, chairman of Japan UPF, said that this year marks the 40th anniversary of True Parents' proposal of the Korean-Japan Undersea Tunnel, which through the Peace Road movement has expanded to the International Highway Project. Pang Sang-il, a standing advisor to Japan UPF, said, as a concrete way to peace, President Moon proposed the idea of an international peace highway and the abolition of borders by international marriages. The Peace Road was held in various parts of the country, receiving great acclaim from the intellectuals of each region. It was covered by various media and is drawing attention from young people sweating for world peace, even in the situation of COVID-19. Japan Peace Road 2021 will run through mid-August across Japan. In addition, UPF Japan and the Peace and Unification Association held a meeting to mark the 30th anniversary of the visit of Reverend Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Jae-moon to North Korea, and the 17th anniversary of the founding of the Peace and Unification Association. It was held both online and offline and had over 1,000 participants. The event reflected the history of the visit of true parents to the Inter-Korean Culture Exchange and the establishment of the Peace and Unification Association. It was also marked by congratulatory speeches from many leaders including UPF Korea President Moon Yeon-ah, Tomihiro Tanaka, Senior Advisor for the Metropolitan Area, and Masayoshi Kajiguri, Chairman of UPF Japan. In his commemorative speech, Chairman Park Sang-il emphasized that the Peace and Unification Association, from the perspective of the providence and the background of the establishment, practices the value and missions of Korea-Japanese people loving beyond borders. After that, plaques of appreciation and achievement awards were awarded. The representatives read the 7-point resolution and the policy was unanimously adopted. The ceremony ended with the little angels performing the wedding song. UPF Korea conducted the second online and face-to-face seminar on the demilitarized zone. Welcoming remarks were made by the president of Kangwon University and the director of Subregion 2, Hwang Bok-kook. Congratulatory remarks were given by a member of the National Assembly, the chairman of the municipal board, and the vice minister of the unification. This was followed by talks from intelligence and security experts. In his welcoming remarks, the director of Subregion 2 stated that the border area should be prepared with the goal of strategic national integration, stressing that a joint vision and strategy for peace and mutual prosperity of North and South Korea is necessary. The proposal to create a peace park in the DMZ, a symbol of territorial division, began with True Parents' speech at the UN headquarters in August 2000 and has long attracted the attention of Korean politicians and is expected to further increase interest from the public. The National Assembly of the Dominican Republic recognized the Universal Peace Federation for its contribution to building a world of peace. The President of the National Assembly, Alfredo Pacheco Osoria, highlighted the leading role of UPF both in his country and in the rest of the world in enabling sustainable development as promoted by the United Nations and praised its international and interfaith peace activities. He also highly appreciated the contributions True Parents have made to dialogue and cooperation in troubled regions through summit meetings and leadership conferences that advocate interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. On behalf of UPF, Dr. Yang Jung-sik expressed his appreciation for the recognition and emphasized the spirit that led True Parents to establish UPF. He also expressed his wishes that just as the Dominican Republic is a regional example in the management of COVID-19 pandemic, that it may transcend the Caribbean and lead peace initiatives in the world. In Africa, nearly 200 parliamentarians participated in the first online conference of the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, IAPP. This event not only inspired parliamentarians from Africa, but also UPF presidents from North America and Europe who witnessed the conference. UPF Africa's Vice President spoke about the capacity building, leadership, and plans for parliamentarians to fully fulfill their mission. Attendees agreed to act for the happiness of their citizens and for True Parents' God-centered vision of peace. On the other hand, 50 parliamentarians were invited to a UPF conference in the Republic of Congo. Through this event, UPF and IAPP were introduced to members of parliament, obtaining the support and commitment of parliamentarians in joining the activities of UPF and the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace. In Asia-Pacific Region 1, more than 3,000 youths from over 20 countries in the region attended the Hyojong Youth Festival for Peace, held on July 11. This festival connected youth and family with God and true parents through testimonies of Hyojong and inspired families, youth and the second generation with greater hope and confidence to develop their talents and full potential. This festival also promoted the autobiography of the Mother of Peace, which was recently translated into Thai, Khmer, Laotian, Burmese, Mongolian, Hindi and Nepali. Regional Director Damien Dunkley taught and emphasized the meaning and practice of filial love, Hyojong. This youth festival brought immense joy and happiness to families and young people. In Oceania, the 2021 Winter Seminar for Songhua students was conducted online. 53 members from Solomon Islands, Australia, New Zealand, Samoa and Fiji participated. Our young people learned about true parents' cause in life and were encouraged to dream big, set concrete goals and live for the sake of others. It was an occasion for participants to experience growth and feel closer to each other through team discussions and group activities. Efforts will be redoubled in the remainder of the year to recognize as many Songhua youths as possible. In Ivory Coast, the inauguration ceremony of the new president of the Family Federation, Adon Marie Simba, was held. Regional Chairman Kadima encouraged everyone, leaders and members, to unite with the new president of the association in order to realize God's will for their nation, while the new president pledged to give his best for future generations. The love of true parents of heaven and earth and humankind makes us live for something bigger than ourselves. Thank you, true parents, for making the desire of the Chanilguk millennium become my dream and our vision. We will keep going forward until the day we can all sing together and the laughter of people from all over the world covers the heavens and the earth in the Hyojong Chonwon. We hope that Heavenly Parents' holy community will become one that can advance with joy and creates happiness. I will finish this week's HT Global News here. Thank you for joining us and may God bless you.
Wow, thank you so much, Heavenly Parents and true parents. Thank you so much, leaders and brothers and sisters around the world. Thank you so much for your sacrifice and love. For us to lift up our spirit and to render us a song, as her offering song entitled The Climb, let us all welcome Miss Mary Ann Robles Maranyo. Let's give her a virtual applause.
Almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no directions. My fate is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep on moving, climbing, keep the faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep the faith, keep your faith. Whoa,
Wow, thank you so much, Ate Mayan, for that angelic voice of Channel Group. I know everyone is really excited about hearing the testimony of our Chongo couples. For the Chongo testimonies, first to give their testimony will be Mr. Nelito and Mrs. Maypen Goldahara, and to be followed by Mr. Alfonso and Ms. Dulce Boyayo. Let's witness and learn through their testimonies.
Good morning, present holy leaders, brothers and sisters. I am Mayfen Chen Guadahala. Today I will be the one to report about Guadahala tribe HTM activities. My husband's name is Lito Guadahala. Guadahala is the name of Mexico City. His great-grandfather is from Mexico. And he is an NGO leader. He has his own organization called Live for Others Movement, focused on community service projects. I am Mayfen. I'm a Taiwanese, and I am an interpreter for Chinese mostly. We are blessed in 1989, 1275 couples. My daughter, Ailey Guadahala, she is preparing for a study in China now. As most of us, in the beginning, we focus on youth witnessing. So this is our youth witnessing result so far. We have 16 members, meaning those are still connected to church this time. So 7 spiritual children and 9 spiritual grandchildren. Among them, 8 of them are matched and blessed, and 3 are blessing candidates now. The strategy for how we witness those young people is first through salesman work. Before, my husband has a mission in Pasig business, and he recruited salesmen for sell health products, buy and sell. These are the members who joined as a salesman before, all brothers, and they are blessed. Some already in Brazil, some still in Pasig City with us, and in Cavite and in Cebu. And the other project is our volunteer workers. The projects is like feeding or livelihood. These are the members who join as our volunteer workers. Some from province, so they have to stay with us. Some are in Manila area. And these are the members who are still connected to us. Actually, we have around active members, 20 of them, but 5 of them still remain with us this time. So some are already in Americas, some already blessed Korea, and they're living in Korea. And some still single and in Cabanatuan or here in Pasig. And also IPOC Providence, we send around 10 members to go to IPOC, but only 3 of them remain and graduated. They're also very good in one Toimudo. So these 3 members, but already graduated, and one is in Palau working. The other 2 are in Rizal. And the other side, the 4 members, the spiritual children and grandchildren who join church in other city or other countries, like the one in Japan. She's my Japanese spiritual daughter. When she joined the church, then I have to left Japan and went back to Taiwan. So Japan church is the one raised her up. She's still very active. And the other one is joined in Cabanatuan. That's our spiritual granddaughter. Also, Angelina joined in Iloilo. And this last one is Sabeta. She joined in Fiji. That's my daughter joined YLT and do witnessing activity. So she was witness that time. So we're very grateful for IPOC and those churches who raised them up that without much efforts from us. We're so grateful for that. And for the blessing activities for those married couple, first is my husband's parents. We sent them to Korea 1992 to be blessed, 30,000 couple. That's a very unforgettable experience for them. And later they finished 3-day ceremony. And year 1995, they were the officiator to officiate the satellite blessing in Mindanao. And that time, my husband's brother and one sister's couple, they also joined that blessing. So you can see the Holy Robe couple, that's my in-law. And the group blessing picture is the blessing in Mindanao. My father-in-law, he was a barangay captain in Mindanao a long time. And for our own blessing activity from 2018, we started this small-scale blessing in our house. So meaning every Saturday, our members go out and invite the people come into our house to join the blessing. Basically, these are the people who are our feeding children's family. And it took us around half a year. So 25 Saturday. Every Saturday, we invite them and come to our house. We have to bring them to our house, actually. And we give a little short lectures and give blessing. So it's like 10 couples or 15 couples like this. So accumulated, it's around 219 couple in all for half years, our blessing activities. Yeah. And for a big blessing activity, my husband was able to coordinate with the DSWD because our service project foundation, so he has some connection with the DSWD. So year 2019, we have this blessing in the nearby school, and we invite Sherry Kwajimi's couple to officiate the blessing, and the DSWD was the one to request people come and attend. So all in all, we have 250 couples. I did not include those single or widow. And among these 250 couples, we share 60 couples to some other blessed family who participate with us. So to make it reach 430, so our spiritual granddaughter Angelina and the husband Rich Paul, when they were doing their blessing activity, also we share some budget. So they share 60 couple to us. They also finished their 430, and we were able also to reach more than 430 couple blessings. So that's our result. And among these couples, we have already 43 couple finish 3-day ceremony. Actually, that time was very rushed to reach the numbers. So most of them are senior citizens, but still we need to educate them. So for our education activity, so for the youth, when they stay with us, so we send them to HQ 7-day seminar or NCR seminar, and they can be educated well at Divine Principle. Then in our own place, we held this lecture for the new members also, and also we do home group for those volunteer worker, and to educate them. So also I have experience doing like one-on-one Divine Principle reading, because I cannot give really the Divine Principle lecture. So what I did is I asked one by one, so they can, like every day they spend 1 hour reading Divine Principle with me. Then I'm the one explain to them. It's a very good experience for me as well, because I will pray and ask God what I should talk to the person. So I have many good experience to sharing those words that can inspire them. So 3 of them complete the reading one time Divine Principle with me. Then for the home group at the members' house, some blessed families' house, I try it in English because I can only speak English. So for the youth, no problem, they can understand me. But when I go to the houses and I use English for home group, I find it hard for them. So later I asked my spiritual son, Ayan, to continue it in Tagalog language. Okay, so that's more effective for them. And we try to have some Sunday service also in our own place for a period. So these are all the activities we did before the pandemic. And most of them already are in different country and places. And for our Live for Others movement, our other project is livelihood and some other projects. Livelihood is my husband go out, as people invite him to go, he can demo those how to do the mushroom culture or candle making and longanisa or the beef patties, this product, so the members can learn how to make it and also sell it to help them get some income. So you can see he has done this for many years already. So people knows him very well in Pasig City area. And actually, the feeding project is also our main project in our organization. That's the project. We need a lot of volunteer workers. We've done it for 7 years, 2013 to 2019. So this is my husband's idea. You can see that in the pictures there are many boxes. So that's, we buy the boxes, and in the morning the volunteer will bring the boxes to the donor and collect them in the lunchtime and bring it to the children, can gather the children. So the donor is, my husband requests them to commit that every week. They have to, based on their commitment, how many boxes of food they will offer, donate. Like some can give more, they give 10 boxes, and some can only give 1 or 2. So that's okay, no problem. And also the cash donor, also they can just give every week 50 peso or 100, it's up to them. So it's a very good project that not only the children can be benefit, but also the donor, they can feel that even small amount they can help. So it is really a good project for all. And some of the donors is very inspired. So when their children's birthday, they will hold like a feeding project for 100, 200 children. And some of our neighbor even held a Christmas party for like 200 children in their house and give them food and make programs. So it's really quite a good project for us. Okay. And also other projects like Japanese class. We had one batch of Japanese class, and the sister Yumiko Tepes, she was the one help us to teach the Japanese. And now IPLC is the one will help us this Japanese class online. Okay. So this is the project we had so far. So among this, those really connected church, we have around 10 blessed families, and the 7 single members are connected church this time. And so as our challenge is like every full-time coordinator, once they are blessed and they join the husband, so they leave our city, so we have to find another one. So like this for 3 times already. So this time we do not have this coordinator again because he joined the spouse in Korea. So our challenge is we have to again raise up and witness and raise up another full-time coordinator, and we still have to raise up 33 blessed family to become regular members. So these are the things that we have to continue. And so we thank very much Heavenly Parents and True Parents guidance and all our spiritual lineage, spiritual children and grandchildren's efforts and support. And this is so far Guadalajara Tribe's activity. Thank you very much. This is my report. 감사합니다.
Good evening, our Heavenly Parent and victorious True Parents. Good evening, our Dr. and Mrs. Kittel, Reverend Masaichi Hori, our leaders, elders, aspirants, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for this opportunity that we can now share our humble testimony. The Binayoyo tribe. My name is Alfonso Buyayo and my spouse's name is Dulce Buyayo. We are personally much and blessed by our two parents at the Tionggido Makol factory in January 12, 1989. We both joined the church in 1984. We belong to the 1275 couples. We are blessed with 5 daughters, triplets in the middle, who were recognized by our two parents. And 2 of our children already received the blessing. We now have 1 grandchild from our eldest daughter. Our eldest daughter, Wayong, 24, blessed with Takumaan and Korean Japanese, graduated from Sanmun University. The triplets now 21 years old. Jane, blessed to June Wigan, field job. Jean and Jane graduated from senior high school, IPLC, and also finished 1-year YLT training. Our youngest, Joanne, 20, also underwent 6 months YLT after graduation from high school. This is the Buyayo tribe, composed of all these blessed families. We have blessed families in America, Korea, and the Philippines. In February 2013, when Philippine church leaders and few elders were given the mission of starting tribal messiahship mission from Dr. Chung Sik-kyung, then Continental Director for Asia. At first, I was reluctant in doing it since I already started a small chicken and duck farm in a faraway mountain village called Sitio Binayoyo. This is a place with no electricity and proper water supply, and the residents belong to D and E financial category. I plan to market and supply meat to the growing number of students of IPLC, some 20 kilometers away. We bought this land with money given to the triplets by our two parents, And through Dr. Young's continuous guidance and encouragement, even visiting and praying over our area gave us the power to jumpstart. And then one night, I had this dream about True Mother. She led me to a remote mountain village to look for something. True Mother didn't tell me anything, but just asked me to follow her. People in the village were curious and were asking what we were looking for. But True Mother just kept walking. After we reached the edge of a mountain, True Mother, pointing with her finger, showed me a small house far down below. Going down to that house was too stiff and difficult that I had to carry True Mother on my back. After reaching down below, we walked towards the small house, and to my surprise, it was a family federation center. One Japanese sister was busy sweeping fallen leaves in front of the center. True Mother reached her hand out to shake her hands with the sister, but the sister refused apologetically, saying, "Sorry, Mother, my hands are dirty." But True Mother took the sister's hands and wiped it clean with the back of her skirt. We then proceeded inside to the warm welcome of brothers and sisters in this small, humble family federation center. Then I woke up and I began to reflect and pray. So with this inspiration, we began to invite young people from this humble village of Binayoyo to attend Divine Principle seminars at our headquarters, some 40 kilometers away. After being inspired by the lectures, these young people invited more friends, and even parents came to join our seminars. To accommodate more guests and visitors, we constructed a lecture hall in this chicken farm so they can come to hear deeper Divine Principle lectures. Soon we also started a feeding program for children 1 to 12 years old and have an average of feeding 50 kids every Saturday lunch. This is in partnership with Honorable Chonbo Lito Guadalajara, who founded the Lead for Others movement. After a year, we moved the feeding schedule to Sunday lunch so the parents can also partake and then proceed to hear Sunday service thereafter. For this reason, we do weekly food raising from donors at restaurants and nearby wet markets. This is the second visit with a few family members to welcome our leaders. So our chicken farm now became a family federation tribal center. I gave away my chicken and ducks to families who were willing to grow them in their backyards and as a way to make friends and gain their trust. We sponsored summer games for the youth and gave prizes at Christmas gifts during holiday seasons. Through the kindness and initiative of Ate Faith Batino, who resides in America, she recommended the Binayoyo tribe as a recipient of a lecture hall constructed by students of NGA, New Generation Academy of California, USA. All of them are second generation with the help of family members. At one time, we were also visited by Ohanashi Caravan Reading through the initiative of Mrs. Ayako Malikden. We regularly celebrate family birthday gatherings for members. My kids who are staying at home 15 kilometers away would come to help me during the weekends. My eldest daughter, who is a black belter, started Tong Ilmudo training with the kids during the weekends before she left for Sun Moon University at that time. Soon we began to gain young members and core family members who were able to finish 7 days Divine Principle workshop. 6 young members finished with 21 days Divine Principle seminar in La Union and Baguio. During the Interfaith Peace Family Blessing Festival held in Inares and Marikina, we were able to send a total of 500 couples and 200 young people. Some of these couples who finished 3-day ceremony dreamed about true parents, and so many were touched that their families began to heal and improve even materially. Core young people even come to the center to offer some conditions like bowing to two parents. One particular couple reconciled after 4 years of separation and received the blessing and finished 3-day ceremony. I asked my wife to continue.
I will continue. Truly, this is the era of Pentecost. During the nationwide mobilization to fulfill 40 days separation and 3-day ceremony for couples who attended the blessing, we mobilized our young people to follow up and educate these couples to proceed with a 40-day separation and fulfill the 3-day ceremony. We brought with us true parents' pictures, baseball bats, holy handkerchiefs, holy salt, and family pledge cards, as well as the guideline for the process of 3-day ceremony. Some young couples also decided to stop taking pills or contraceptive so that the wife may get pregnant with their blessed child. Some are even doing one-day fasting for the success of our tribal messiahship mission. Together with my core members, we plan to open 2 more centers at our neighboring villages to expand our tribal activities. We will not stop with the 430 couples, but we encourage all core member couples to achieve this goal as well. We lectured on the value of the blessing and significance on why couples have to undergo these processes. Majority of these couples amazingly agreed to undergo these processes, and even old couples who for so many years never had sexual contacts consented to the 3-day ceremony. Our eldest couples was 90 years old, while the wife is 75 years old. Many of our couples in this village are unable to read or write, so we had to read the family pledge and prayers for them. We only go out of their house during the act of love. Rain or shine, we continue these activities throughout the mobilization. We emphasize that the change of blood lineage or to be born again and be free of the original sin can only be attained after the 3-day ceremony. Some couples even faithfully had to extend their separation period due to the lack of staff who can guide them on this process. Now, couples in our community are very free to talk about their sexual relationship publicly without malice and are always happy to testify the sacredness of their experiences during the 3 days ceremony. So this time we have a total of 12 second generation, babies through the blessing from young couples, and who also agreed to add Korean names for their blessed children. Actually, we have also twins. And we were able to send one delegate, Jalevi De La Vega, to attend the Top Gun on 2016, who comes from our tribe. She is now much and blessed and started her family and have 1 child. So on August 25 to 27, 2016, when Professor Gil Younghwa with his beloved wife came to Philippines to guide us of home group through HTM Leaders School, marked another level of how we can confidently expand our HTM mission. On September 17, 2016, our first batch of core blessed families attended the Eco Seminar of HTM Home Group. We conducted another Eco Seminar for HTM Home Group with the help of our Honorable Chonbo Reverend Mrs. Jaime Vergara. So we did the home group activity. Actually, we formed Trinity groups. And we have 2 days Divine Principle Seminar of the previous members together with their guests. And we also do Hunduke with the young people. And worship service, however, due to the pandemic, all gatherings are restricted. We also give blessing continuously to a few couples. Doing tribal messiahship mission and becoming Chonbo is our last mission on earth as blessed couples of the two parents. Even if our hands are dirty or maybe very busy with our careers or businesses, we have to take time for this final mission. Our mission is not only to resurrect the spiritual lives of our humble tribe, but to also physically uplift their way of living through sustainable livelihood programs and easy access to healthcare and educational programs and scholarships, especially to deserving young people who have dreams and ambitions. To attain an ideal community, we always emphasize to the couples of my tribe that fidelity to one's spouse is the highest virtue, and purity is for the young and unmarried. Indeed, we have entered a new level of providence wherein people can receive two parents' blessing and undergo 40 days separation and 3 days ceremony the quickest way by the Heavenly Parents' grace. So our vision to transform the Binayoyo or Buyayo tribe into an ideal, peaceful community embodying two parents' ideals and teachings through sustainable livelihood projects and harmonious spiritual interactions. Actually, we have this Dominion operations through beekeeping seminars and propagation of pollinators to help improve farmers' harvest. So we have this chicken and duck raising for commercial and personal consumption. This is still very small. Tilapia raising and giving fingerlings to interested farmers. And our mission is to continuous Jongsong to know two parents' heart more and influence more families and members so that they will be encouraged to do the same. On this foundation, we can multiply Chonbo couples. So we have one spiritual child who already became Chonbo, and then one of our spiritual child received the blessing in 2018 in Korea, and last 2020 we have these spiritual children, Abel side and Cain side, who received the blessing in Korea. I would like to share to you True Mother's words last October 2020 at the Grand Chonbo Festival. How long we have been waiting for this one day. Our Heavenly Parent has wanted to fulfill his dreams together with his children on earth. However, the fall filled our Heavenly Parent with so much pain. How difficult it has been for him, how much he has endured, how long he has waited for this moment. I hope then that you all become great and prominent families who receive respect and love forevermore, generation after generation throughout the course of human history. Adieu. Thank you so much. This is our humble presentation.
Thank you so much for your sacrifices and best practices that you've done for Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We are really salute po sa inyo po, hoping that we could be able to do the same thing and contribute for the God's providence at Jew. To give us the benediction prayer, Let us all welcome once again our national leader, Reverend Leo T. Halo.
Yeah, first I would like to really offer my deepest appreciation and gratitude to Goldahara family and Buyayu family for truly inspiring, really testimony. Thank you for your great and substantial contribution to advance the providence in our country. You are truly Chonbo families. Thank you very much. Please join me in prayer. Let us pray together. 사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 천진 참 부모님, 감사합니다. Our most precious, loving Heavenly Parents, victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind, we are truly grateful, Heavenly Parents, for this great opportunity again that you have given us today to come together with all our beloved Chonbo families, blessed families, and brothers and sisters all over the nation of the Philippines, the second daughter nation, including all brothers and sisters who are joining us today. Heavenly Parents, we can truly feel how much really investment you have invested, how much you have poured out your heart, Heavenly Parents, your love, your blessing to this world, Heavenly Parents, also particularly to our nation of the Philippines. Heavenly Parents, we can truly see how much great the work that you have done through our elders, our blessed families. Today we could see the amazing victories, Heavenly Parents, the great work that you have fulfilled in this nation through our very victorious Chonbo families who have shared today. Heavenly Parents, truly we are grateful from the bottom of our hearts that we could be able to truly see, Heavenly Parents, that really your kingdom is possible to realize if we really unite completely with our beloved true Mother and really work with all our hearts and determination. Heavenly Parents, we can truly realize the heavenly tribe, Heavenly Parents, that we're going to really build one day a heavenly nation, Heavenly Parents, and finally for a heavenly unified world to be realized. Heavenly Parents, today we are truly inspired, Heavenly Parents, to see the great and amazing victories of our Chonbo families. Heavenly Parents, I really pray that all of us today can truly be able to determine, Heavenly Parents, to work harder and really unite with our beloved true Mother, and really one day we can truly realize your long cherished dream of building one family under your sovereignty, really a family that all people can live in joy, can live in happiness. Heavenly Parents, centering on our beloved true parents. Thank you so much for this wonderful Sunday. Heavenly Parents, as we come together, please allow us, Heavenly Parents, to receive you and be able to really receive your love and really share this to all people, to our neighbors, to our brothers and sisters, Heavenly Parents, and truly with your example, we can truly be able to stand as your true representative, Heavenly Parents, to really reach out all our brothers and sisters and be able to share to them your love and the love of our beloved true parents. Heavenly Parents, still we are in facing a lot of challenges and difficulties. I really pray, Heavenly Parents, that you can always guide and protect all our Chonbo families, all our blessed families, all brothers and sisters. Heavenly Parents, despite this pandemic, I really pray that you can be able to really heal our nation, heal the world, heal all the people who are infected with the virus. Heavenly Parents, I know, Heavenly Parents, if we continue to really keep our faith, unite with you, Heavenly Parents, we can truly overcome all these situations and we can be able to truly see the dawn of a new era. Heavenly Parents, establishment of Channel Group. Heavenly Parents, I really pray that you can really heal all brothers and sisters who are infected of the coronavirus. I pray, Heavenly Parents, that you can really heal them. Heavenly Parents, also today, I would like to really pray specifically for our pastor of Palawan, Pastor Herminio Zuleta, Heavenly Parents, who is also fighting for his life at this very moment at the hospital. Heavenly Parents, please save him, please help him. Heavenly Parents, as he is also preparing and working hard to become a Chonbo family. Heavenly Parents, please, Heavenly Parents, allow him to overcome and recover his situation this time and be healed, and we can really continue to work together, Heavenly Parents, to really realize your dream in this nation and be able to truly contribute, Heavenly Parents, for the realization we have in the unified world. Thank you so much once again, Heavenly Parents. I really pray that your eternal blessing, Heavenly Parents, can be received by all our Chongo families, the central families and brothers and sisters. And please really, I pray, especially for our beloved True Mother, please keep her healthy and protected all the time. And I really pray for True Mother's long life. Heavenly Parents, that in True Mother's lifetime, we can truly realize, Heavenly Parents, at least minimum of 1/3 of the world population to be able to really honor you, attend you, and attend our beloved True Parents. Thank you so much once again for this truly inspiring Sunday. I really pray that from this moment, we can march forward with greater determination. Heavenly Parents, and truly realize your cherished dream and desire, and truly we can advance through increasing Chongo families. Heavenly Parents, that can truly become the embodiment of your true love. Heavenly Parents, thank you so much once again. Together with all our leaders, the central families and brothers and sisters, we really offer our deepest gratitude, Heavenly Parents, to you in this wonderful and really inspiring day. Thank you so much once again for everything. Together, we would like to offer and report everything in our names. Leo Angelo and tayo haloglas and the family. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you so much, po, sir. For the operatory song, let us sing Holy Song number 10, My Offering. For the operatory prayer, may I request the NLTP Director, Sir Francis Lawrence Nolasco.
Okay, thank you so much for our prayer. Well, please join me in my prayer. Our loving Heavenly Parents and our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, in humankind. Loving Heavenly Parents, thank you so much for this time because we have opportunity again to have this life. And thank you so much for the testimony of our elders who really give their best to really give their testimony to inspire all the brothers and sisters, the family of Tito Gualdahara and Tito Alfonso Boyayo family. So that's why Heavenly Parents, this time we are so great. This time is the this time is the testimony that we could really, all the blessed family and the leaders can really testify their experience to receive the blessings and to understand the heart of Heavenly Parents and true parents. Heavenly Parents, this time, even though maybe we cannot give much, but our heart, we want to offer Heavenly Parents, these brothers and sisters, and all the blessed family, and all the leaders, really working hard, Heavenly Parents, to work for the providence, Heavenly Parents. That's why we want to really do more, and we want to really prove more that we could really be responsible, Heavenly Parents, in front of you, Heavenly Parents, as a human being. We want to really reach the goal to become children of yours once again, because through our sin, our ancestors' sin, we need to really pay indemnity, and to pay indemnity, we need to really undergone so many challenges and difficulties that we need to surpass to prove that we should become your children, Heavenly Parents. Heavenly Parents, through the sacrifices of our leaders, elder brothers and sisters, and the blessed family that they have now, second generation also, and all the brothers and sisters who are in the different training program, time will come we could really fulfill our responsibility as a human being to you, and we could really make that kind of history to become victorious, Heavenly Parents, to become chunbo also, Heavenly Parents, to enter the kingdom of heaven and earth. I know, Heavenly Parents, you are waiting for so long, Heavenly Parents, for these goals, for this kind of inspiration, Heavenly Parents, to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. But this time, through our true parents really guide us to really how to be responsible and to really create that or to establish the kingdom of heaven, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for everything, for the loving care and for the hard work of our leaders, Heavenly Parents, and all the blessed family. Once again, we will offer this to you, this gratitude and this offering to you, Heavenly Parents, our heart, our mind, and everything what we can offer to you, Heavenly Parents, to make you happy. I humbly report this prayer in my name with Italia and Francis Lawrence Nolasco as a blessed central couple family. Aju. Aju.
Aju. Now let us offer our unison prayer. Thank you so much, Sir Francis and everyone, for your sincere prayer. To conclude this fellowship, I invite everyone to please all rise and let's shake the spirit world by singing our recessional song, Holy Song number 40, The Unity. Everyone! Thank you so much. Let us all be united, centered on our heavenly parent and true parents. On behalf of NLPP, we wanted to say thank you so much, everyone, especially for your sacrifices and hard works. See you next Sunday fellowship. Bye, everyone. Thank you po. Marami.
Thank you so much po. Happy Sunday, everyone.
National leader.
Happy Sunday to everyone.
Sunday.
Thank you. Hello po.
Thank you, and LTP family, Sir Francis, Kuya Roel. Thank you po.
Thank you so much.
LTP.
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Birthday, Kuya Rafi.
Francis.